All right, so I've got a topic that I haven't even ran by Mike yet, except for just the title of it, and I said it was like a bonus topic. But I just want I got like so I got into like an investigative mode, because I had heard a couple things about the number 3 in this Super Bowl, and I just wanted to point out every single coincidence that had to do with the number 3, and just kind of get I want to get your reaction on all this, Mike, because this is actually crazy, right? So bear with me. So, and I'm not talking just about Ray McCloud as the unlucky number 3. People typically associate 7 is the lucky number, but the unlucky number this year was 3. This is the third Super Bowl that I've witnessed the 49ers in, and they're 0-3. Jed York is now 0-3 in the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan is now 0-3 in the Super Bowl. 1 in Atlanta, 2 in San Francisco. The 49ers passed on Mahomes with the third pick in the 2017 draft, which was Shanahan's first season with the team. Shanahan was the third 49ers head coach in 3 years. Mahomes passed for 333 yards and won his third ring. Allegiant Stadium's address is 3333 Al Davis Way. The team that stadium is home to, the Raiders, has 3 Super Bowls. Christian McCaffrey's fumble was only his third fumble lost this season. The 49ers held the Chiefs to 3 points in the first half. The 49ers were 3 of 12 on third down in the game. The 49ers went 3 and out on 3 straight drives in the third quarter. The Chiefs tie up the game with a field goal with 3 seconds remaining in regulation after being down 3. The 49ers scored 3 points in overtime. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs win the game by 3 with 3 seconds left in overtime. The player who caught the ball was Mecole Hardman, and that was his third reception of the game. The player covering Hardman was number 33, Logan Ryan. Mecole Hardman is now the first player since Matt Snell in Super Bowl III to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl and play for the New York Jets in the same season. The Super Bowl winning Jets, that Super Bowl winning Jets team finished 13-3. So they only lost 3 games all year. Deebo Samuel and Brock Purdy both had 3 carries. Deebo Samuel also had 3 receptions for 33 yards. Brandon Ayuk also only had 3 receptions. Mitch Wishnowsky had 5 punts, 3 of which were pinned inside the 20-yard line. Jake Moody was 3 of 3 on his field goals. You know that muffed punt, Mike?
Yep.
It bounced off of number 28, Darrell Luter Jr., which forced number 3, Ray McCloud, the third, to try to make a play and save it. And yes, Ray McCloud's full name is Ray McCloud III. So the ball went from 28-3, which was the largest lead in the Super Bowl that the Atlanta Falcons had when Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. So it bounced off 28. Number 3 tried to save it. 28-3. Shanahan catching another stray. Isaiah Pacheco carried the ball 18 times for 59 yards. Do you know how many yards per carry that is?
3.3.
3.3 yards per carry. Pacheco also had 33 receiving yards in this game. The Chiefs had 3 wide receivers who had 3 receptions each. Mecole Hardman, Justin Watson, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Richie James Jr. averaged 3 yards per punt return. Do you want to guess how many sacks the Chiefs allowed?
3.
They allowed 3 sacks. And really, the offseason leading up to this season also shared parallels of 3. The 49ers decided to let 3 key defenders walk in free agency in order to pay Javon Hargrave, Jimmy Ward, Samson Ebukam, and Azeez Al-Shaair. The 49ers' first 3 picks in the draft all came in the 3rd round, and none of these picks addressed the 49ers' biggest position of need in the offensive line. The 49ers could have had right tackle Dawan Jones, who went to Cleveland around later. We looked at film of him, when the Niners played against Cleveland, and they call him Thanos, right? The 49ers made 3 trades this season. Do you know who those 3 players are?
This season, obviously, one being for the Commanders' defensive end,
Chase Young, who they traded a 3rd round pick for.
Okay. Yeah. Did they trade for a corner?
No.
Oh, geez. I don't know.
They traded for Randy Gregory.
Okay.
And then the 3rd player that they traded that I haven't named, Trey Lance, who they spent 3 firsts and a 3rd for. Right?
God, imagine if they had those picks. Ugh.
This was Super Bowl 58. If you subtract 5 from 8, what number do you get?
3. Plus, also, I'm pretty sure when you look at it, it's like LVIII, right? So it's like 3 eyes or whatever, I think.
Well, yeah, that's 3 in Roman numerals.
Right, I know. So it's like 55 plus 3.
Yeah. Well, it's actually it's 3 after 5. It was like
right.
Yeah. So
Roman numerals. Yeah.
Yeah. Roman numerals are cool, but yeah, that was all I had for the unlucky number 3. I couldn't believe how many parallels and kind of cool things, but it makes you wonder, dude, just the coincidence, right? The one that really got me was Mecole Hardman, the touchdown with 3 seconds left to put them up by 3, with the defender who was guarding him was number 33. That's what made me start looking. I'm like, all right, I got to see all the 3s in here. And then come to find out, Mecole Hardman, like I said, first player since Mitch Snell. And then that was in Super Bowl 3. That's nuts to me.
Yeah. Also, I know you mentioned number 7 is usually a lucky number. 13 this year for the Chiefs was their lucky number. All the Taylor Swift banter, and they were like, what's 87 or what's 100 minus 87? 13. All this shit. There was a funny video about it, but I'm not going to get any more into Taylor Swift. But yeah, no, that's a lot of interesting 3s to be put into this game and the Niners period. So
yeah. And then after the game, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and Ice Spice. I'll let you figure out what that has to do with the number 3. No, I'm just playing.
Good God.
Travis Kelce, please don't sue me, Taylor Swift. You guys won the Super Bowl. I've had enough torture. I'm gonna get back to some comments because that's all I really wanted to say about the unlucky number 3. It's just it's insane to me. Mm-hmm. And I sort of went on my research earlier. I was kind of fixated trying to find everything I could, and I left out things that I felt like were reaches.
Right.
And I forgot to mention Jake Moody was drafted in the 3rd round. But yeah.
Wasn't Jair Brown also?
Oh yeah, the only player with the interception.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was drafted in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.